Welcome to US Tzu Chi 360. I'm Ginger Chang. Today I report to you from West Hamilton Beach in Queens, New York. I'm very privileged to have New York City's Comptroller John Liu with me today. Welcome, Mr. Liu.
Thank you.
So first off, why are you here today?
I'm here because this is an amazing thing that Tzu Chi is doing. I've seen over many years some of the wonderful work that the members of Tzu Chi have been able to undertake in different parts of New York City, and I've seen them do this in other parts of the country and the world. And to have this happen right here in my home county of Queens, New York City, it's an amazing thing because people are really hurting out here. People are without power. Some have lost their homes and all their belongings entirely. And this is an incredible gesture that Tzu Chi is making to these families. I know how much they appreciate this.
The gesture you're referring to is emergency cash cards. And this is the first time Tzu Chi is doing this for the 450 residents.
I think this is unprecedented anywhere in the city of New York, I dare say the country, to have such incredible generosity being produced at a time of great need.
Then speaking unprecedented, what are the losses from Sandy that New York City is suffering from right now?
The losses are practically unspeakable. Nobody ever imagined that the damages would be so enormous. Billions of dollars of homes and small businesses destroyed. Wow. Billions of dollars of public property, including roads, bridges, and schools, completely destroyed. And families and lives uprooted. We now have 40,000 people who have lost their homes, and we're struggling to find shelter for them. Many, many more people without power still, and hungry and cold. So this program that Tzu Chi is initiating for the first time is just, it's unbelievable in terms of the hope and help that it brings people.
Then in terms of giving New Yorkers a break right now, how is the city helping businesses?
Honestly, I think the city should be doing more. We're trying to get out to as many of the small businesses, first and foremost, to help them get back on their feet, start operating again, because we have to get people back to work as we're still trying to find places for people to live, and the economy has to get back up and running. But there are so many different fronts to fight at the same time. Small businesses, helping residents find shelter, getting kids back to school, you name it. All of the problems are there, which is why this assistance from Tzu Chi is so meaningful.
Okay. And lastly, before we go, any words of encouragement for the people hurting?
I think that there's nothing I could say to encourage the people here in West Hamilton Beach and in other parts of the city. Nothing I could say that could be more encouraging than the deeds that the members of Tzu Chi are providing.
Well, Mr. Liu, thank you very much for being here.
Sure, it's a pleasure.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. So now let's turn to see the continuing efforts Tzu Chi is doing in the aftermath of Superstorm Sandy. The day after Sandy made landfall, Tzu Chi sent an assessment team to West Hamilton Beach for the first time. Through their survey, they found out that not one single household had escaped the wrath of Sandy. Thus, Tzu Chi decided to partner with the local fire department. Since then, volunteers have returned many times to provide blankets, hot meals, and for the first time in Sandy's relief work, cash cards.
Thank you for everybody working for the community in this disaster. Okay? God bless you. I love you. I love you, everybody.
My house is gone, my clothes, my car, and I have nowhere to live. I'm homeless. At 6:30 this morning I'm here because I have nowhere to sleep, so I was in my house all night. It was cold in there. So I came out early here. It was warmer out here.
God bless America.
We can't thank you people enough. God bless all of you. A long life and a happy. We'll have a sunny day tomorrow. I bet it's we have each other and we're alive. That's the most important thing. And to have people like you to help, God bless you. From above. I love him. I love him. We have each other. We have each other.
Over 300 families receive assistance in West Hamilton Beach. The following day, more than 100 Tzu Chi volunteers and local volunteers started another distribution in Broad Channel, also located on the Rockaway Peninsula. The word spread, and early in the morning, the line was already really long. 705 families came to Tzu Chi's distribution, more than half of Broad Channel's population.
We're out here today. Most of us don't have homes to live in, but we're all right. We're smiling. We have a little something to drink, a little something to eat. Listen, it's wonderful. You guys are wonderful.
It's moving pretty efficiently, but considering the whole neighborhood has come down, it's going pretty well.
It's a tiny island. We all know each other. I got the young kids out on Facebook because they know how to do that. And we went and knocked on doors, and then we texted, and it just kept growing, and the word got out, and you guys did an unbelievable logistics operation in getting us set up here. Be on the ground that soon, and to be here that fast, and provide relief in the form of food immediately, and now this effort here, within a week afterwards, is phenomenal.
Follow me, please. Thank you.
What your organization is trying to help us, I just can't. There's no words for it. There's no words for it.
Thank you so much.
It's $600. I'm going to buy clothes with that, and I'm going to buy floors and walls. You're following me to my house, so I'll show you. I was around the corner. I had a friend's house that had a second floor. Otherwise, I probably would have drowned. See, the mold is starting to grow. So I have to rip the walls out and then buy some kind of chemical to spray on the walls, and then I could rebuild. It was a beautiful house, and now it's in shambles, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. And you guys from your foundation is going to replace some of my clothes and some supplies they need to rebuild. Thank you.
Just like Kathy, many of the Rockaway's residents wanted to show their gratitude to Tzu Chi and immediately filled the bamboo banks to the top and returned it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Over the past several days, I have realized how fortunate I am. Although it's been tiring, it's very rewarding to see everyone come together. They even asked for a bamboo coin bank, however we ran out. And for the ones who did receive one, they immediately fill it up and return it. I'm really touched. He brought this back right away.
You guys are down here helping us. What else? It's a beautiful thing. We've got to give back a little bit.
I had some change that I've been saving, and I just filled it up because you guys helping us, so just thought I'd give them whatever I could back.
Yeah, it's really good to...
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
While Tzu Chi volunteers proceeded with distribution efforts here in New York, volunteers in California from all walks of life showed their support in different ways to fundraise for Sandy relief efforts. The youngest advocates were Tzu Chi's Great Love preschool and elementary school students. Let's see how the bake sale turned out.
In California, we have very good weather. None of our children actually experienced hurricane or big thunderstorm or flood before, so we invite R&D team from Tzu Chi Education Foundation over here. Before we do the fundraising, we have them give us a short information sharing and show the children the pictures and tell them why we are doing this. So they had, and then right after that, we started the fundraising.
These are called like the teachable moments, things that are happening around you at that moment, and that's the most valuable, teaching materials, because it's not something that is made up. It's very, very real, and it's something that is happening, and they can see if they actually do lend a helping hand, they are making a difference. They can make that change. You don't have to be an adult and have that ability, but every single person can be that, little pusa of helping other people. It's very important to expose them at such a young age because, education and character education at a young age, it basically builds the foundation. So when they have a global, image of what's happening around the world, then the child itself becomes more well-rounded because otherwise they only live within their own little world and only what's happening around this. So basically this actually opens up their eyes and broadens, their horizons also.
The film and the pictures, they actually give them a very shocking realization, the weather can be that bad. For children from California, that's very rare chances to see this. Even it's an unfortunate event, but at the same time, give us our children a precious opportunity to actually give out their love.
An important thing is to have it like a good thought. You send those well wishes and those, sending those prayers and hoping that these victims can, have a soon recovery and very soon their pain and their grief can be, released. So I think that's also a very important, that's something derived from within. Being that's also, teaching them compassion and kindness towards other people. And so that's why we incorporate, prayer, sending well wishes, sending good thoughts to other people. Or like when somebody's sick, you want to send well wishes and dedicate those well wishes to them. And so that positive gesture is very important, to instill in little children especially. What can we do to help them? Kind of like shaping their motivation, because a lot of times when we do certain things, we may not know the reason why. I'm just going to go fundraise because my teacher told me to do so. But now they have that background and that knowledge. They know that, this is the reason why we're doing this fundraising. So it's shaping their motivation, and now they know the reason why they're doing this. So the task that they're doing becomes a lot more meaningful because they know why they're doing it and not just doing it because someone told them to. So I think that is very, very important.
When they are young, whatever they learn, they might not really understand what they are doing. But if we cultivate the habits of helping people, that will, when they grow up, that habit will stay with them. If they learn to sharing, learn to care, when they grow up, they will be a very good citizen as well. So even though they may not fully understand what they are doing, but we want to provide them the environment for them to realize helping people is good. And when they grow up, they can, without anybody reminding them, they will grow up with the habit to help other people. That's our main focus of this event.
他回家的时候都常常会唱竹筒歌，借这个机会呢，就让他知道说应该要怎么样去帮助人。
然后说什么？说谢谢。
Day by day, we may not see a huge progress, but then, 10 years later, you can see when or 20 years later, when they're out in society, when they have to make certain important decisions, these things that they have been exposed to as when they were little kids will come up and they will find it very, very useful. So it's not something that you can see that's immediate, but it's actually a very long-term investment.
It's a good chance for Kai to learn what it feels like to help others that need help.
请帮忙。
The street fundraisers were held at 180 locations and turned out to be a huge success. Right now, I'm at the New York chapter office with Stephen Huang, the Executive Director of Global Affairs. Welcome, Mr. Huang.
Hi, how are you?
You must be tired because you flew in yesterday.
Well, it's okay. It's my mission. Yeah.
Well, you are a pro since you are a veteran Tzu Chi volunteer,
Yes.
and you have over 20 years of experience.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell me, how does the scale of Tzu Chi's relief efforts of Sandy this time compare to the relief efforts of 9/11?
Well, 9/11 and the Sandy is completely different because the reason of 9/11 is really complicated, political, military, history, religions, But we've been able to go to the ground zero in the third day and then continuously to help the people, And then this time in Sandy, we all prepare for that. We know it's coming.
Okay.
So after it hit so hard, naturally, Master Cheng Yen in Taiwan already warning us, be prepared, be careful, and pray sincerely. But it still hit. So after we carefully go through all the disaster areas, knowing so many victims, affected, and still, as of today, November 14, still some areas have no powers. And then we heard people are so cold, kids suffering, so many things, So let's touch our hearts and all over the Tzu Chi world. And Tzu Chi have more than 50 countries. Yep. Just like Master has been accompanying us almost like 10 days. Every morning in Taiwan, she has a satellite meeting with us in New York, in New Jersey, in Long Island, in Los Angeles, and then in Taipei, in Hualien. So Master started to fundraise for this disaster. And then I think the short mission right now is try to give us a chance or give us a location or get cooperative attitude from the local government or churches or community leaders so we can pass out the charge card, So the people can have the money, either $300, $500, $600 to buy their daily needs. And that's the most important. And naturally, the letter from Master and the blanket, will warm their hearts, So the scale this time is much, much bigger than September 11. Today, I hope I can go to the City Hall and ask for the local government, see if we can have a certain area like auditorium or churches or school. And just for like September 11, we have Liberty Park, Pier 94 in Chinatown, and we set up a Tzu Chi station for 3 months. So this is kind of a midterm. So hopefully we can achieve that.
Okay. Well, Mr. Wang, keep your strength. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you.
So now we're going to go to Lindenhurst, Long Island, where Tzu Chi volunteers recently held aid distributions there.
烧手的盲痛，我们只cover橘色以下。
这个表格呢，上面有写这些，有没有？我们要填的是 serial card， 要把这个卡号码写在这里。好。
A lot of people are homeless now or have no power or no heat, and it's terrible. This is the worst natural disaster I've seen. Yeah.
We also learned, a lot of people were reluctant to come here at first because they didn't think it was believable that people were going to be giving them cash to help them out.
I wanted to cry that somebody that doesn't know us or wants to come and help all of us. Our local people have been helping us, but for an organization that doesn't know us, doesn't live out here, to be able to help us this way, it's amazing.
And you're helping us, exactly. You don't know us, and that makes a very big impact on us in the respect of in our hearts.
It builds strength in people. What everybody's doing here builds strength in people, gives people hope. It's very nice.
And you hear all the bad things about people, but I have found there is so much good in people that I will forever be changed.
The money, of course, will help us, but we are happy that around the world, still many people can help other people in need. So this is the most important for us. that we're not alone.
苦难的人真的需要我们伸出援手。当我们伸出援手之后，我们真的感受到自己其实是最有福的。
We love Tzu Chi.
We love Tzu Chi.
Did I say it right?
According to CNN, fundraising for Sandy relief efforts has garnered the largest support since Hurricane Katrina in 2005. So far in New York, Tzu Chi volunteers have already delivered 5,500 hot meals, 2,707 blankets, and assisted 7,000 families overall in the 2 weeks after Sandy. In addition, the amount of emergency cash cards distributed so far in combination with New Jersey volunteers' efforts has reached $1.4 million. However, the spirit of compassion has been at the national level as well. We now take you to other Tzu Chi chapter offices around the U.S.
Thank you very much.
Desperate times often call for desperate measures, yet in the 2 weeks after Sandy made landfall and destroyed the livelihoods and dreams many people had built, we've seen the people continue to pull together. So please stay tuned next week as we bring you more coverage of Tzu Chi's goodwill efforts in the aftermath of Sandy. I'm Ginger Chang. Goodbye.